All right, fight fans, I know some of you are excited. The Zone X series premieres with KSI fighting two guys, and here's a gentleman. There's a top middleweight in the world that's going to be involved in that broadcast, Chris Eubank Jr. Welcome. All right, Chris, let's talk about YouTubers and boxing really quick. I have a certain level of respect for Jake because I know the work he's put in. KSI has took it serious, took a break for 3 years. When YouTubers started to get a light shined on them, like Jake and Logan, what was your initial feeling about the YouTubers getting into the sport initially?
Good. You know, anything that brings more light, more fans, more attention to the sport of boxing, I can't be against it.
I love that perspective. Why is it that you think that fans, hardcore boxing fans, still continuously complain about it?
It's not even just the hardcore boxing fans. It's the fighters too. You know, and I get it. You know, a lot of these fighters, you know, they're underpaid, and you know they've had to work their asses off for years and years and years, and then these YouTubers come in after 2 or 3 fights and they're making millions. Then it's like
but they're bringing an audience, right? It's a business.
That's what I'm saying. You know, that's what people need to understand is that if you have a following, if you're a character, if you're a personality, if you can talk smack, then monetize that. Exactly. So don't hate on it. Use it, learn from it, understand what these guys are doing, and add it to your own game, you know?
All right, so you're going to be a host on the DAZN X series. KSI is fighting two guys, but Rock and I for years always said, man, I want a boxer one day to fight two guys in the same night, because guys talk about it all the time, but he's actually making history. He's the first guy doing that. Talk about KSI and his involvement in boxing.
He's again, he's one of these guys, massive following, and he's taking advantage of that. But you know, you can't be mad at these guys, because at the end of the day, yes, you know, they maybe haven't earned the stripes and they haven't served their time, but they are getting into the ring.
Right.
They are risking.
They're training for 2 months. They're getting prepared, right? I mean,
training doesn't matter. Everybody can train. Right. These guys are getting in the ring and fighting in front of millions of people
with no headgear, small gloves.
That's something that, you know, 99% of the people that hate on it would never do themselves.
Right.
So they're doing it. They're risking their health, you know, and they're getting paid. I'm not against it, you know. And some of these guys are putting on shows where real fighters are getting on there and they're getting bigger paydays than they do with other promoters. Yeah. I can't be against that either. That's great. You know, KSI is doing his thing. He did take a break, but you know, I've seen he's been training very hard for this fight. You know, if he's able to fight twice and win twice in one night, that's a hell of a thing.
But I know one guy is a YouTuber, but the other guy is a real professional fighter with 7 fights. Now, he's called out Jake Paul. Obviously, there's history with him fighting Jake's brother, Logan. I want your honest opinion here, Chris. Knowing what you know about Jake, can KSI beat Jake in a professional boxing match if they were to fight next?
I think it would be a great fight. Jake has been in training for the last few years. KSI, as far as I know, has not. Right. So that gives Jake a real edge, in my opinion. You know, I'd like to wait to see how he performs in these 2 fights.
You're leaning towards your countryman. I get it.
Well, I you know, listen, I'm friends with KSI, so right. I would back him.
You'll be rooting for him, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, look, speaking of Jake, before we get out of here, again, you're going to be hosting the DAZN X series, the 27th. Jake is a guy that obviously has a following, and whether it's a real fight or exhibition or whatnot, it's still a big fight. You fighting a Jake Paul. Where would that fight take place? In London, in Vegas, if you guys were to meet up?
Listen, he put the tweet out saying that his fight with Rockman got canceled.
Right.
It got like, I don't know, 14,000 likes. I tweeted, yo, I'll save you a show. I'll come over next week
and take his place.
And we can do it. You know, you can weigh in at whatever you want. I'll come in at 160. That tweet got like 20,000 likes, even more than his original tweet. Right, so it's the fight people want to see.
Right. But obviously, you will be a heavy favorite in that fight, with your experience compared to his.
My experience, yeah, but I'm giving away what, 30 pounds in weight. You know,
but you know how boxing works, man. You know, guys that I mean, it'd still be an interesting fight, but you'll be a heavy favorite. But people will still watch regardless of that.
And that's the thing. He's going to have to fight a real, genuine fighter very soon. You know, this Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury.
But Chris, think about this, and I've been saying this all you know, the whole time when Jake has been ascending. The average fighter, prospect, even yourself, other guys, when they're 4-0, 5-0, they're not fighting top level guys. You know, you at 5-0 wouldn't be fighting somebody at your stature. So you got to give the guy some slack, because you know most prospects.
You know what the argument is for that?
What's that?
When we're fighting, you know, the lower level guys in our fourth and fifth pro fights, we're not getting paid $5 million.
Right, but you also didn't have 20 million YouTube subscribers and bringing a new audience.
I don't care. If you're getting paid that much, get in there with somebody you can fight. That's my opinion.
I hear you. That's a good answer. All right, Chris, man, we'll be checking you out the 27th live on DAZN, the new X series, man. Thanks for chopping it up with me. Take it easy, champ. Cheers.